Doesn't every African country like Chad? Why doesn't every African country behave like Chad? Donald Trump banned Chad from going to the USA. They also banned the people of the USA from going to Chad. Very simple. I don't know why us as Africans have the mentality that without the USA we cannot survive. Guys, tell me one good thing the people from America have done for Africans. Tell me one good thing they have done for us, or one good thing we have benefited from them. Nothing, guys, nothing. It is very simple. We need to bring Idi Amin policies back into power. Give the countries that he has banned from going to the USA, they should also ban American citizens from going to their countries. Very simple. They should also ban American countries from going to their countries. Literally. Because it doesn't make sense. Like, so he has banned your people from going to his country and his people are still in your country. Why? 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 Let me tell you, the only thing Americans have done for Africa is nothing. Is nothing. Like, guys, if you see Americans in an African country, just know there is either oil, there is gold, there is diamond. Americans have never helped Africans, guys. They have never helped Africans. They have never. Even the people that built their country, these black Americans, what are they doing to them right now? What are they doing to them right now? Aren't they the same people they are profiling? Aren't they the same people they are racist to? Aren't they the same people they are doing all these things to? And aren't they the people that built their country? Aren't they the people that built the country? They are the ones. Guys, Donald Trump has banned people from your country from going to their country. Ban their people too. Ban their people too. Very simple. Very simple. I even don't get the concept of why we need visas to go to America, and some countries they don't need visas to go to. Why? If we need visas to go there, they should also need visas to come here. Guys, Africans, we really slack a lot and it's so annoying. Like, what? What? He has banned people from your people from his country. Ban his people from your country. Very simple.
I don't know if y'all noticed that Trump list of the countries that he doesn't want to come to the U.S., of the people he believes shouldn't be able to come to the U.S. or he's banning. Have you all noticed that it's mostly black people? Have you all noticed it's either black people or islanders? I wonder why. My question is, why not Europe? Why not European countries? Why not France, Germany, Finland, Spain, Italy? Why not? But no, it's predominantly black people. There is a reason for that. And then you want to tell me that he's not racist? That he's going to make America great again? Yeah, it's the white America.
Guys, I saw this particular video circulating on my F4AP, and a lot of people are talking about it, and I decided to also talk about it. And why I'm still talking about this particular content is because I also made a video on my TikTok account, right, that was actually going viral. Anyways, hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's Sonia, and I'm back again with another mind-blowing video. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are fine. Hope you guys are good. If it's the first time tuning in, do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share. That was one of the most amazing questions I keep asking myself. What have we really gained from Americans as Africans? You understand? Because it is alarming that the only list that you are going to be seeing that Trump is actually pulling out are African countries. The question is why? That's the question. Why? That's because they have seen that we are a higher grade of competitors. I will keep saying it. You can hear from the first lady that I played her clip. She said it. The only time you're going to be seeing Americans in any African country is when they have something valuable to be able to loot, to take, to assume they are helping Africans, in quotes. They will come all in the name of they want to help. But in helping, they've seen that is either there is gold, there is diamond, there is oil, there is something so special that a particular country have. That is when you will see these Americans doing that. And honestly, if you ask me, I really support that motion of if only our leaders can be able to put things together that if American is bounding us, let also be bounding Americans. It's as simple as that. You can imagine what they are doing to blacks. That one is not even a new story. You can see it on my videos. You can see it on my channels. These are people that help them strive. These are people that help them survive. So what makes you think that even if we help them, they are also going to come back and help us? Before you know, the first list is going to mention in Nigerian, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Kenya. It's annoying. It's not making sense. Anyways, let me go ahead and roll out some clips for you guys, and then I'll be back with commentaries because I'm really angry.
I
actually love that Trump is doing this travel ban, because what makes that orange man think that anyone is looking to travel to the United States anytime soon? Just look at how many countries are on this travel ban list by Donald Trump. And then on top of that, look how many are on there that are actually from Africa. Now, the irony of this is, if Africa were to do the same, if Africa were to do a travel ban against America, say no American citizens or no American foreign entities were allowed into any African countries, the entirety of the Western world would crumble, my dear, because where would you guys get your minerals? Oh, wait. Where would you guys get your resources? How would you even be able to watch this video right now if it wasn't for Congo, the same Congo that you're banning? Needless to say, America better learn quickly that historically, countries that have gone isolationists have always fallen. Their empires have always crumbled. So it's very interesting that this is the route that they are deciding to go on. Nobody is rushing to go to the United States right now, especially considering that you guys are literally detaining visa-holding tourists.
I recently got on Al Gore's internet and I told you all, I said, hey, I'm not really fond of people that like to remind me all the time that race is a social construct, right? Like, because you're right, yeah, whatever, you win. But yeah, it's a social construct. It's constructed to whoop your ass. And I'm yet again reminded of that. So you think about solidarity, especially within the, West African diaspora. We're talking about from West Africa all the way to, the Caribbeans, and then you go to the Americas. What I find interesting about it is no matter how much we try to get into tribalism, the West reminds us often, like, you just need solidarity. You don't want to practice it? Okay, not my problem. Where am I going with this, and what does this have to do with the article? Okay, Trump's travel ban. Well, the first time, remember that travel ban? It was really called the Muslim ban. Then when Joe Biden got in office, rescinded that. That's gone. He did it again. And then now the Trump administration it wants to impose travel ban on dozens more countries, right? Let's go through the list. At the bottom here, you'll see the first list, right? So you got Afghanistan, the typical places they'll tell you, right? Sudan, Somalia. Then you got the Haiti, Iran, Congo, Chad. And there's restrictions from, places like Burundi, Cuba, Sierra Leone, Togo. So, but here are the countries that are considered, right? They're considering these countries to face full or partial bans, all right? Angola, Antigua, Benin, Burkina Faso, Cameroon. You got Cambodia up there, okay? Democratic Republic of Congo, Ghana, Nigeria. You try to keep Nigerians out, they'll find some way, one way or another. Okay, anyway, and you see the list. You get the point. Now, obviously, some of these countries are not just black people. Yeah, mostly you're going to see countries here that are, Muslim, population, a high Muslim population. And you see a country like Cuba, the history there with the United States. But let me connect this back to my main point. And the main point is that regardless of what the United States have told you, and I read through it, the reasons they've stated for security reasons, the etc. America has a way of radicalizing you where you realize that it's some of these countries some of these countries do harbor terrorists? Oh, no. And some of these countries are, what are you doing politically we don't agree with? And some of these other countries are, we want you to bend to our will, and or what resources do you have that we want? It's a culmination of things. But when you look at a majority of these countries, especially the ones of the West African diasporas, the Haiti, the Nigeria, the Congo, the Ghana, these places, St. Kitts, let's go through them again. The Dominica, you look at some of these places, Togo, Sierra Leone, and you start asking questions about the union, right? How close-knit are these people, and how could they stand together to say, okay, big shot America, if you're going to try to impose this ban on us, what can we do as a unit, right? So you don't get to demonize us in the international eyes. Right? The African Union came out and they expressed concern over this bill, or in this case, this order. And then I think about the people. So now let's get away from politics. Us, right? All the conversations people are having about ICE and this, and whether color or the Hispanic population. Then I start thinking about even some of the immigrants that are now nationalized citizens that thought, oh, Nigerians for Trump. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Right? And then I start thinking about all the diaspora wars. My boy he almost got a country for every Nigeria, Haiti, Senegal.
What Donald Trump should be talking right now is how he can fix America. That is what he should be discussing right now. That is what he should be looking into. How do I fix this country? He should not be looking at things that are not making sense. Just imagine raising tariffs on Americans. How many countries now say are willing to go to America? Putting $250 as a travel visa fee. Like, who you be? Like, why do we need to spend that? It has not even ended there. Like, it's just more like from up, he's crashing down, but gradually he don't know. It's clear, it's crystal clear. FIFA World Cup is no longer going to be played in America, allegedly, right? Because with the news I was hearing, it is going to be either shift to Canada or any other country if they have not shifted it yet. Why? Because a lot of people do not even want to travel to Americans anymore. Even the Americans, the so-called Americans, right? They are running back now to different African countries to survive, to live happily, to live peacefully. The only thing that fails us as African countries is our government. Apart from our government, like, I don't understand. How can I live a comfortable resources and I say I want to go and look for a greener pastures, not any other land, I'll go to America? Where I work $3,000 and at the end of the day, I cannot save $200 for myself. We've been seeing videos flying, so it's not like I'm saying what I'm not saying. Where we see a lot of people crying after coming to support you, oh my God, we are here for you. What can you tell us? Make it sound well. Make it look beautiful. Let's understand where you're coming from. Anyways, let me allow you guys to enjoy some of this clip and I'll come back with commentaries. Because it's like this time I took another route.
The new US travel ban warning is giving, if I can't have you, then nobody can. Because why reissue a warning to African countries like they don't already go through the highest visa rejection rate in Western world historically? So what's really going on? Because what we're not going to do is pretend this is about visa overstays or government instabilities, because if that were the case, half of the globe will be on that list, including countries far closer to Washington than Sierra Leone. So stop wasting our time. This new warning letter isn't really a heads up to African countries. It's more like you're getting too confident for our comforts, right? Because let's face it, an Africa asserting itself isn't a threat, it's an inconvenience. Because think about it, the second countries like Niger, Burkina Faso questions US support in the region, their names get propped up immediately. Or just recently when South Sudan, Libya, and Djibouti refused to play middlemen for US deportees who are of, get this, Filipino, Vietnamese background, just to name a few. And now their name got added to the list. So let me guess, those countries right now are high-risk travel countries? Listen, earlier this year, around March, there were less African countries in the initial draft. Now, Nigeria, Ghana, Ethiopia, a lot of US partners now join the majority. So go ahead and add the remaining 18 African countries.
Is looking to add 36 more countries to their travel ban list for countries who cannot enter the United States or have severe travel restrictions to the United States. And shocker, they're all in Africa or the Caribbean. This administration is considering adding 60 more countries to this travel ban, which is unprecedented. And these countries have 60 days to meet whatever requirements that they're asking of them, or they will be banned. The countries include Angola, Antigua and Barbuda, Benin, Bhutan, Burkina Faso, Cape Verde, Cambodia, Cameroon, Democratic Republic of Congo, Djibouti, Dominica, Egypt, Gabon, Gambia, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Kyrgyzstan, Libya, Malawi, Mauritania, Niger, Nigeria, St. Kitts, St. Lucia, Sao Tome and Principe, Senegal, South Sudan, Syria, Tanzania, Tonga, Tuvalu, Uganda, Vanuatu, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Ethiopia. Clearly, this is racially driven, has to be, because how is it all countries with black people?
I said when Trump rolled out his travel ban list of different black and brown countries that it won't be long until he extends this to the rest of the Caribbean and the rest of the continent of Africa. And sure enough, any leaked document signed by either DeSantis or Cruz, he extended the ban to pretty much the entire continent of Africa, all the countries located, and the Caribbean. Now people are talking about FIFA and the Olympics organization considering moving the World Cup and the Olympics out of LA, as well as other areas that are hosting in the US. I know Atlanta's hosting one of the games for 2026. Y'all already see artists basically say, hey, we got to cancel this. We are not doing a US LA because of visa issues, because of immigration issues. There's no way the US can host any international event with these immigration and travel ban policies. And I will not be shocked if FIFA is having a lot of meetings, a lot of Zoom calls to possibly move their games to other safer countries. Now, granted, no country is actually safe because they have their own stuff going on, but compared to the US, it's a lot safer over there. And if we're being so for real, the amount of money that comes from tourism, from people coming into the US, is a lot. I think the economy is bad now, baby. The tourism years, it's about to look bleak.
A lot of people will come to my comment section and be like, oh, because you're African, that is why you're saying it. Because it's affecting African, that's why you're saying it. It's not because it's affecting African. Trump is losing a whole lot that he should even realize. You see, we as Africans, we travel a whole lot and we are contributing to the resources of your economy. Do you know how many persons apply for visas just from Nigeria alone and they're denying that particular visa? Are you going to tell me that Trump don't have 1% or even 10% of every single visa being denied? Is it giving birth visa, or which of the visa are you talking about? You go to our immigration every single time, you see a lot of people applying to go to America and they are being denied. And this thing is bringing like a very huge economic to your own country. You are gaining massively from this. And all of a sudden you just wake up, African is your problem. You want to ban people. Why didn't you ban Asian countries? Why Africa? Why? Why didn't you ban other countries that there are white people there? 99% of the country that he listed are Africans. And I'm so happy that most of Africans are coming out to tell him that we don't care. Like, we literally do not care. We have a lot of countries out there that we can actually go to. If we want to do anything tourist, it's better we even go to those countries and spend our money there. People in those countries enjoy the fact that Africans are here. Now he's crying. He's crying because he said he wants to bring immigrants that he used his own hand to kick out and said they are illegal. They should make it legal and come back to the country. His people are crying for food. How would they survive? As I'm talking to you guys, as someone in Nigeria, I have a lady, I've been saying it on most of my videos. I have an American, full-blooded American black woman that is in Nigeria. She bought her house here and she's living comfortably with her 2 kids. She will look into my eyes and tell me, there is nothing you will tell me that will make me go back to the US. Is it the same US that they are banning Africans from? She will tell me life in Nigeria here is even more comfortable. The only problem people are having is your government. And because our government fails us, that is why we're having problem of insecurity and so on and so forth. And I can see that it is not even only African countries that have those insecurity problems. Because as it stands now, Trump is now saying that insecurity problem is why he's also banning immigrants. He's also banning countries. He's raising bans. The journey of 1,000 men begins with a step, and that is why that is how the downfall of a man begins with also a step. It is bad that we see America as a very great nation, but it's crashing and sinking gradually every single day. We see news that America is sinking. And I wonder when this man will actually wake up to see that this is what I am supposed to do. How can you wake up for crying out loud? The 99% thing that is actually dragging revenue down to your economy, down to your country, you are cutting them off. You can check in the news and see how many countries are even moving. They're not even ready to even go and spend $1 in the US. A lot of people are already deporting themselves. They're like, what am I staying here? Why am I in the US? Why am I in the US? If I can work at the end of the day, I can't get something reasonable. Their farm is crashing. Grocery price is high. People can no longer afford food. Getting shelter is a problem. People are living in their vehicles. They are living under the bridge. They're living in different places that they don't even expect that they're going to live. Now from branding, now you want to make the Washington, D.C. a place for everybody. You need to move the homeless. Even the black Americans that actually stood and fight for the freedom of Americans, where are they today? That is the number one question you should ask yourself. Where are they today? They are still suffering. They are still not recognized. They are still not appreciated. So, Honorable Sir, go ahead and ban us. Ban us from coming to your country. Please, I beg you. Ban us. We need to be banned. And I pray that my own or African presidents as well can wake up like Ibrahim Traore and said, if you're banding my people, I'm also banding. Chad, you banned Chad, Chad banned your people too. You know how hot it was. What are we even scared of? What have we even achieved? What have we even achieved? Even for the few Americans that are in this, our own country called Nigeria and working, 99% of them are working in the upper side. Our own people are working in the lower side. So tell me, who is more benefiting? Who is more benefiting? Still the Americans. Still the white people. The black people voices are not still held to date. Is it fair? It's not. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this video. If you have not subscribed, subscribe, like, drop me a comment, and lastly, do not forget to share. I keep saying it in my video. I stand a chance to be corrected if there is any way I actually mistalk, because, yeah. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this video, and subscribe, like, comment, and share. And yes, with no further ado, I'll see my videos. I'm going to be simple, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Trump, ban us, please.